Hello everyone, this is Ross from retrodreambeam. I'm an eBay seller full-time. I've been doing this with my fiance Netta for more than 3 years now. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. So this was, or like yesterday, was our literal worst day in eBay ever. eBay's been crazy, like crazy bad. We did have a very good weekend, but yesterday I had only 2 sales for the whole day. Normally we average like 10 items. On like our best years, we were doing like 14, 15, or 16. And on our worst years, we were doing like 5 or 6. So we sold 2 items. And they were only like, I checked the time, it was like 7 in the morning and 9 in the morning. And for the rest of the day, nothing, no motion, no nothing, almost as if our shop was like shadow banned. Very few offers to send out. And also I think there was only like 2 extremely low ball offers come in, like a $5 and $100 item, and like, like another $5 and a $50 item. So like joke offers. I do counter on them just to see see what happens. So yeah, that's crazy. I'm really curious to see how November and December end up being. It's just like super curious watching it from our end, or not curious. It's shocking, honestly. But we wouldn't be able to. Well, this month was enough to. It would be enough to pay like literally every basic bill, but anything extra. Let's say if we had to do like an oil change, or God forbid, a car repair, or anything else extra, it would be over. We wouldn't be able to handle that, if that makes sense, if this particular October month keeps happening. We did have, I think, our highest sales day in October in the beginning. It was like a $1,200 day. It's kind of been propping up everything. That was our highest sales day. And then also we had our lowest day, which was yesterday, which was like the $35. So it's been in October, I'll tell you that. But I was thinking about it. So our weekend was actually good. Our weekend was the only like good few days we had besides the beginning one. So the weekend was good. And then I was looking around and I saw people talking about, at least on the Reddit forums, that a lot of people couldn't pay on eBay. So maybe that was an issue. So they were looking up like down detectors, seeing that eBay was down. And I thought, maybe that had a part of it to do with yesterday. So a lot of people were doing reports on eBay. So that would make sense. It literally felt like our eBay shop was just didn't exist. Normally we can send like 30 all the way up to like 100 offers per day. We had like 5 or 7 to be able to send. Normally we'll at least get like 20 incoming offers from various people. A lot of low balls, but still we have like motion on the shop, if that makes sense. And then also people could be saving up money for Halloween. They get decorations, they got to get candy and stuff like that, costumes, parties. So people would probably be spending less on eBay stuff, which makes sense. We do have a little bit of Halloween stuff, but not that much. It's probably too late for people to get Halloween stuff. Maybe a couple of things would be able to be delivered if the post office is good and fast, but I don't think people would risk it. And then also we have rent coming due for people, so that's probably another reason. Usually around rent time, I can see like sometimes slower eBay sales, not always, but sometimes. And then there's also 1.5 million people that are furloughed right now. So those people definitely can't spend money on eBay or other platforms. They're gonna have to worry about like their own basic bills. And then I assume within those 1.5 million people that are furloughed, there's going to be probably family members and such that probably have to help them if they have a good relationship with their family or a financial relationship with their family. So that's a huge number of people who can't buy from eBay. So all this stuff adds up. What can we do? So I'm just thinking about it. I'm thinking right now we've been selling military miniatures pretty well. They probably sell. I don't want to make assumptions. A lot of people like of all ages, like all hobbies. But I feel like the military miniatures are usually going to be people that are like 60 plus, and they probably have like extra expendable income. So I'm going to be listing heavy on the miniatures, on the advanced squad leader stuff that I have, the extra wargaming chit tokens and stuff. Those have been selling pretty well. So I think I'm going to focus more on that for the next few days. So that's all I can do is, list more of that. And then also we actually had a good weekend when we turned off our sale from the shop, and when like all of our stuff went up by 20%, that's when we actually got like our pretty good weekend. But since stuff's been dipping down, maybe we'll just turn the sale back on. I don't know if eBay's still down with the down detector, but we'll see. It's interesting. It's definitely a worst day ever. This is worse than any part-time day we've ever had. So what a month. Highest sales day, lowest one. Can't do too much other than move forward and hope for the best. It is pretty stressful. I would say it's more frustrating. We've spent a lot of time and energy on this, so I always put 200% into it. So when I'm stressed, it does make me be a little bit more creative. I've been doing more like creative projects when I'm stressed. So I made another informational video for the YouTube channel for the weekend. I'll probably put that on the weekend, maybe later tonight. We'll see how it goes. So that's where I'm expending my energy. But yeah, let's just jump right into it. The 2 items. Normally I get to yap more about items. Now I just get to cry and complain, and that's it. All right. So this was interesting. So this right here is going to be a set of 4. These are Marvel United. These are going to be the Fantastic Four location cards. Marvel United is going to be this miniature game by Cool Miniatures or not. Well, I guess more like a miniature card game where it's like chibi superheroes. So they have like the big heads and stuff. Yeah, basically just the big heads, kind of anime style. And then I think you're fighting different villains and stuff, and you'll pick your hero. You'll have cards. There's a bunch of tokens to the game. These are locations for the different like expansions and scenarios. There's a lot of expansions to this game. I got a bunch of incompletes, or like I got all of the location cards and got a lot of the like villains and stuff, but I don't have the miniatures or the other tokens and stuff. So I listed a bunch of these locations by their expansion. The expansion just right up here. This is the Fantastic Four one. And then when I was before going to sleep yesterday, I was just thinking, I was like, maybe I should have listed all of the Marvel United stuff, just all the extra locations and stuff from the expansion to one listing. I was like, I don't know if someone's going to maybe pick up an individual thing, but then one of these sold overnight. So I was like, okay, cool. At least one sold. So that answered that question for me. $10 for that plus shipping. I always do plus shipping. And then next up is going to be this. This is, I took a little bit lower offer on this one. I really didn't want to. I did a counter offer on this, and then they went up a couple dollars. I'm like, fine, it's whatever. Our sales are in the dumps, so I guess I'll get one more sale. It is going international, so someone's probably going to appreciate it because they probably can't get it in their country. So this is Star Wars Imperial Assault Twin Shadows expansion pack. It's incomplete. I think it's missing like the villain cards and monsters, just the villain cards, and then it's missing a couple of miniatures, which is not a big deal. So it's going to have everything else. It's going to have all the tiles for the campaign. It's going to have the little sheet that I think adds a scenario or two. It's going to have all these different upgrade cards. And I do have the 2 heroes included and all the heroes cards, which is important, and all of the deployment cards for the miniatures that are missing. So they're basically just missing some miniatures. They can sub in miniatures if they have some at their house. You know, there's the Star Wars miniature game from I think like the mid or early 2000s. So they could have stuff. They could just, you know, use a penny or a marble or like a little token if they want as to represent. So they can still use this. So yeah, this is by Fantasy Flight Games. They have a base game and a bunch of expansions, over 70 of them. It's a semi-co-op game where someone gets to play the Empire and everyone else gets to play the Rebel heroes, and you play a full-long campaign in sessions of 2 or 3 hours, and everyone gets to upgrade their stuff as you go. Super fun game. I play the fantasy version of the game, Descent Journeys in the Dark. But yeah, that's everything. Oh, this sold for $26, and I think it went up to like 4 cents, 26.04. I think they probably wanted like, you know, an even total on their end. So I was like, that's fine. I got an extra 4 cents for that one. All right. That's everything. I might go live later today listing some miniatures. We'll see if I can I have more time to organize and do everything, I guess, on the back end with packing this up. It's going to be real quick. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel to help support us. Take a look at our links down below. Hope everyone else is having a good eBay sales or other sales.